Welcome back, watch fans. Today we're going to be looking at my personal favorite watchmaker, which is going to be Jaeger-LeCoultre. But we're going to be looking at a piece that I feel they really went out of the way to give the perfect balance to, and to give you something that is very simple but done in a very unique way. Now, for a lot of people, they'll ask, well, Ro, why is it that JLC or Jaeger-LeCoultre is actually going to be your personal favorite out of all the watchmakers that you could choose? Well, for me, it's simply the aesthetics of the watches that they make for the value that they sell them for. I feel like it is something that is achievable for that working man, that working woman who wants something that is definitely of high value and quality and actually loves something that will give them a statement of being different, unique, but also understanding exactly what they're getting in horology. That is exactly what JLC gives to the watch community. Now, they originally were two different brands, and they actually combined together, or one was actually purchased by the other. Jaeger, being the extreme watchmaker that he was a gambling man who definitely bet on himself at all times. So yes, you will see some other designs out there that are going to be kind of similar to it, like you would actually find in, let's say, Cartier, for example, right? However, they actually combined, and the LeCoultre family is actually known for the atom. When we think about the process of the atom itself, that is the family that actually said, hey, this is what it stands for, and actually gave us the representation of it. Together, an absolute powerhouse, and they have done things that are definitely phenomenal. For this particular one, we're going to be looking at the Reverso Day-Date. The Reverso Day-Date gives you that perfect balance when you're talking about watchmaking. And we like to follow a simple rule for the Swiss that says form follows function. Well, they definitely did that on this piece. This one was actually released originally in 2009. And this is one that Jaeger, if you're listening, us fans feel you should definitely reproduce and put back out. But we do have the original here at SwissWatchExpo. What I love most about this piece is you not only get the reverso case where it actually slides up. If you're wanting to actually protect the crystal, you can actually flip it over, which this was originally designed for the British actually during the invasion of India, and it was actually made for the troops. So during their time of relaxation, they could actually have the opportunity to play polo. Yes, that was its original invention. Now you'll see things listed differently now, just because we all believe in being a little bit more conservative and aware of how others may feel, but that was its traditional reason for being made. So the watch actually does flip down and over, which you can close it as well. One of the beautiful things that you can have done, because you may not play polo in your everyday life, Jaeger does offer for you to have this engraved. So whether it's new or pre-owned, or for us, certified authenticated pre-owned, which you only find again here at SwissWatchExpo, you can still have that engraved. They even do enamel features as well, so you can get a lot of fun features. But the dial itself on this one, when I flip it back over, I absolutely love the fact that it gives perfect balance. So I have the time, I have the large red hand for the date, but if you notice at the 6 o'clock area, it gets a little bit larger. It's almost as if they magnified it, and that was done on purpose. What would that purpose be? That purpose is simply to give it more balance. So as you get to those days and you're in that 6 o'clock position, you don't get interrupted reading it like you would, because the second hand actually is right in that same position as well. So with this, we get the perfect balance. So we know that each date is still represented. It's just a little bit larger font or print on there because of that actual red hand showing and representing the date. And then in the perfect position, there's a balance of actually having the day of the week as well. So when you look at the watch, you get the day of the week in the corner as well. And that is actually done in red as well. I really feel like that is a perfect balance for the watch. That is really following the fact of saying that form should always follow the functionality of the watch itself. And Jaeger did a fantastic job on doing that. We want to know what your comments are and how you feel about this watch in the comments here below.